We start with those worries from lawmakers over the rollout of a tax credit system for families with kids attending private school.
They say the way the tax commission is paying out the tax credit is not how it was described in the bill they voted on. News 4's Spencer Humphrey picks it up from here.
The path Oklahoma Republicans took to getting the Parental Choice Tax Credit Act signed into law was a bumpy one. It took a lot of compromise from Republican legislators.
I'm not for tax dollars going to private schools.
In fact, House Education Committee Chair Mark McBride and a number of other Republicans shot down a bill in 2022 that would have created a private school voucher system. Under that bill, funding for those vouchers would have come from the state's public education fund, and families would have paid them directly to their private school of choice.
The biggest issue, I think, was that funds, taxpayer funds, were going to private schools.
When 2023 came, Governor Stitt made clear he expected the legislature to pass some sort of so-called school choice bill, even vetoing other bills until it happened. Meanwhile, McBride and other legislators were trying to get their own bill passed to raise funding for public schools. So they compromised. The governor signed off on that public education bill. And in return, McBride and those other Republican holdouts voted in favor of a bill that created the Oklahoma Parental Choice Tax Credit.
A lot of us didn't like it, but it was better than the voucher bill was.
That bill created its own separate fund for the tax credit.
To us, it was different than just taking money out of the education funding.
And McBride and others assumed it would work just like any other tax credit.
Myself and my colleagues were under the impression that this would be something that you'd file at the end of the year on your tax return.
But we found that isn't what's happening. Instead, the state is mailing checks in the amount of a student's tax credit directly to private schools. We found this on an Oklahoma private school's website, telling parents the state sends checks for a family's tax credit directly to the school. And in turn, the school will notify the parents to come to the school and sign the check. Then the school will apply the funds toward the family's tuition account with the school. Also adding, if a family has already paid their full tuition, the school will issue the family a refund. The Oklahoma Tax Commission confirming this is happening, but also telling us no checks were issued by the Oklahoma Tax Commission to private schools. While the checks were mailed directly to the private schools, they are made payable to and must be endorsed by the taxpayers. Either way, McBride says this was not the compromise he and his colleagues agreed to.
I don't think it would have ever passed. We were all under the impression that at the end of the year, when you filed your taxes August 15th, that you had a tax credit on your tax return.
We reached out to some of the sponsors of the bill, including Senate President Pro Tem Greg Treat. His office pointed us to this document the Tax Commission posted on its website, indicating this is how the tax credit would work. But that was only posted online after the bill had passed.
That was something that was never discussed, never mentioned in the bill.
And I knew going into this that we were pushing this so rapidly that there were going to be serious problems on the execution of that on the back end.
State Rep Melody Blancett was one of many Democrats who voted against the tax credit bill. She wants to know which private schools are benefiting from the program the most.
Which institutions, how much have they gotten? And which of those institutions have increased their tuition as a result?
We asked the Tax Commission, and they gave us a list of every private school in the state where at least one student enrolled was taking part in the tax credit. But when it came to which schools had the most tax credit students enrolled, bad news. The Tax Commission told us they don't track that data, and even if they did, they wouldn't share it, telling us since it was an individual taxpayer credit, the dollar amounts paid out for the credit were directly linked to individual taxpayer accounts and not subject to the Open Records Act. McBride says that answer doesn't satisfy him.
Let's make it all transparent, where people can see, where people know what's going on, instead of, It's not a shell game, but it's almost like a shell game.
In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
The lawmakers Spencer spoke with say they hope lawmakers will consider amending the parental choice tax credit bill next legislative session to require the state disclose more data about private schools benefiting from the program and clearly define how the tax credit is paid out.